Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button and keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy. Alright folks, here we are on Wednesday, November 8th. We're going to take a look at Skillz. So Skillz with earnings today. I thought we'd come in and take a look and see where price might settle, if it goes sideways, or if it decides to boom or bust, what that might look like as far as support and resistance levels and trend lines go. So this is super simple at the moment because relatively newish price action through this entire range, and it's kind of sitting in the middle of its recent swing high way up here and its swing low down here. Obviously it's tilted a bit toward the lower end of that. It's not truly in the middle, but it's done a nice job moving through there and then retracing a little bit. So it gives us a relatively simple chart, to be honest. So to the downside, the most important thing to me is if it's able to hold this uptrend support. Pretty new. It really has just confirmed it once, which we could say hasn't really confirmed it yet at all. Could just say that was establishing the uptrend support. So if it comes and bangs into it again, we'll see if that provides support again. Then I would feel more confident saying, okay, it's trying to hold this support. We'll see how long that lasts. And sitting right at a key level here, you see swing high that topped out here right around 556, and then caught resistance there again here, broke through just the other day and is trying to set up support along that level. So we'll see again if that sort of like wants to move sideways along that level, even based off of a bigger catalyst like an earnings call. To the upside, you see the swift motion, right, from that 556 down from 730. So I just pinned that level again. There's like a little one here around 675, say. So that may come into play ahead of time. There's another little one here around 630. But this was the bigger one to me because you see the motion here, right? It was plummeting, tried to catch there, tried to move off of it, came down, tried to catch it again, slipped it, confirmed resistance, and then another big move down. So that's why I chose the 730. But just know there's, while I made a relatively clean chart, so it's easy to look at, I do leave out some levels if I wanted to clutter the chart. Now, if it does fall through and falls through this uptrend support, 449, so pretty deep dip there if it comes down percentage-wise anyway, but you see that support level here, near miss there, and then a flip where it was confirming resistance there before it broke through and established this uptrend support. So those are the levels as I see it. Now, if we pull in the EMAs, we're going to take a look at the recent bullish crossover, so the 8 crossing above the 21, crossing above the 34. We'll see if that holds. It does give it this little cloud of EMA support if that's able to hold, but otherwise it's kind of bunching up is the other thing, which gives it sort of an opportunity to break strong in one direction or the other. Obviously this formation is fully bearish formation, so if it unravels like that again, we'll be looking for more downside. If it's able to drag that 21 up above the 34, then we'll be looking at maybe some upside. For how long, I don't know. But the history of Skillz is one of a downtrend. But we'll see if it's able to get any motion in that direction. Channel wise, pushing up against the upper bound of the channel, so at least had the ump for the gusto to get up there, especially if spending so long outside of the lower bound of the channel, came up and did exactly what we'd want it to do, wrestled with the mid-range, and then pushed to the upper bound. So if it does retrace, I'd be looking for a strong reaction to the mid-range of the channel if the bulls do have any power or any sustained momentum to be had here. That's going to have to show up here if it does start to push down a little bit. If not, then I would worry that, okay, the bulls just are sort of nowhere to be seen again, and watch out for potentially a push toward the lower bound of the channel. But we'll see. We do get some bullish momentum here in the histogram, TTM squeeze indicator, as well as a recent trigger and fire that sort of kicked off pretty close to when we had this jump up. This was 15%, so pretty solid jump percentage-wise. I'm sort of wondering if that's all of the move. It's not much of a move in totality. You see how lengthy this fire was, so this could fire for quite some time, but Sometimes a trigger and a fire can result in an initial sort of, modest move, and then some sideways action as that trigger sort of plays out, or sorry, that fire plays out, and then it could trigger and refire again, and that may result in the bigger move. So, yeah, I'm kind of interested to see, does that start to move relatively quickly, or are we going to be kind of sideways bound for a while as that fire just sort of builds toward the next trigger? All right, folks, I hope that your trading day has gone well, and as always, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.